Liverpool earned an important away victory at the Vitality Stadium to maintain their unbeaten Premier League record. The Reds produced a comfortable performance to sweep Bournemouth to one side as they continue their charge for the title. Mohamed Salah scored a hat-trick for the Reds to inflict a fifth defeat in 6 games on the Cherries. Liverpool opened the scoring when Roberto Firmino's effort was fumbled by Asmir Begovic, allowing Salah to finish the rebound from close range. Bournemouth players appealed for offside against Salah, with the Egyptian forward seemingly ahead of the last defender, but the flag stayed down. Salah then doubled his and Liverpool's lead when he latched onto Firmino's pass before taking on Nathan Ake and scoring the second. Cherries defender Steve Cook then turned the ball into his own net inadvertently from Andy Robertson's cross to put the game out of sight. Shortly after, Salah raced onto a ball over the top before twice rounding Begovic and finishing to complete his hat-trick. Here are the talking points. Liverpool's win at the Vitality Stadium sees them leapfrog Manchester City into top spot, at least momentarily. The Reds have been clinging on to City's coattails over recent weeks, with both sides maintaining their unbeaten runs in the Premier League. It is to Liverpool's credit that they have stayed within touching distance, and City now have the tricky task of going away to Chelsea on Saturday evening. City's superior goal difference means that just a point at Stamford Bridge would see them resume top spot, although a draw see Liverpool pull level on points. A loss though would leave Liverpool as the only unbeaten side in the league, and in pole position going into the busy Christmas period. It's all building up nicely to the clash between the two sides at the Etihad on January 3rd. By now we shouldn't be surprised at James Milner's versatility on the football pitch. The former England international has had spells as a striker, on both wings, in central midfield and left back during his career. And he found himself in a new role on Saturday, filling in at right back for Liverpool. The Reds were rocked midweek by an injury to first-choice Joe Gomez, who was ruled out of today's clash, along with Nathaniel Clyne. Jurgen Klopp opted to leave Trent Alexander-Arnold on the bench, instead favouring Milner, perhaps with one eye on Tuesday's Champions League clash with Napoli. As you would expect, Milner slotted in as if he'd been playing there for years, keeping close tabs on Bournemouth's Ryan Fraser and bombing on to support an attack whenever possible. Is there nothing this man can't do? One season wonder? Nonsense. Mohamed Salah is back to his goal-scoring best for Liverpool after bagging a hat-trick for the Reds in this win. After his scintillating campaign last season, Salah's slower start this term raised concern it was a one-off for the Egyptian. However, the 26-year-old showed clinical finishing to put Bournemouth to the sword and take his league tally to 10 for the season. Salah is also joined top in the list of number of goals involved with this season, along with Manchester City's Raheem Sterling. The Reds have got a key period coming up too, and Salah's form is a timely boost for Jurgen Klopp with clashes against Napoli, Manchester United, Arsenal and title rivals Manchester City on the way. Defeat to Liverpool means that Bournemouth have now lost 5 out of their last 6 matches, a record worse than all but 2 Premier League sides. Only relegation battlers Southampton and Burnley have picked up less points in their previous 6. In fairness to Eddie Howe's side, they have had a difficult run, facing Arsenal and Manchester United and City as well as Liverpool in that period. That will come as little comfort to Howe, however, as his team have slipped to 7th and could finish the weekend down in 10th if results elsewhere go against them. Their start to the campaign was so promising, with qualification for Europe looking a real possibility, but they'll need to reverse this slide if they are to keep those ambitions a reality. Bournemouth were without top goal scorer Callum Wilson for the visit of Liverpool, and consequently failed to score for the first time in a match since the end of September. The one-cap England forward has banged in 8 goals, and produced 5 assists so far this season. But Wilson was ruled out of today's clash with an injury, and he was dearly missed from the Cherries attack. Josh King deputised on his own up front, but failed to really trouble the Reds centre-back pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. Wilson will be further frustrated at his omission, given England manager Gareth Southgate was in the stands for the match, and would no doubt have liked to see his informed man in action.